Constructed in the year 2049 BC. Known colloquially as Seahenge, this prehistoric monument consists of an upturned oak stump encircled by 55 split trunks of the same wood. The period in which they were constructed 4,000 years ago was a prolonged period of decreased atmospheric temperatures and severe winters and late springs, placing these early coastal societies under stress. But what does it represent? Birkeland currents, starting at 55 and continuing until the plasmatic pressure reached 4 currents, as the squatter man unfolded, but at 55 currents, as Seahenge represents, this is the beginning of a plasmatic display that would last millennia. Birkeland currents are also one of a class of plasma phenomena called a Z-pinch, so named because the azimuthal magnetic fields produced by the current pinches the current into a filamentary cable. This can also twist, producing a helical pinch that spirals like a twisted or braided rope, and this most closely corresponds to a Birkeland current. There is growing evidence that the themes of ancient mythology were not works of imagination, but primitive humanity's attempt at describing a series of stupendous events happening in the solar system. This recurring image with its baffling lateral circles is commonly found everywhere on the planet, and it and the sunwheel glyph are the most frequently seen around the world. What ancient humans witnessed and memorialized in many petroglyphs and tribal origins, legends could have been a spectacle of gigantic plasma discharges arcing between planetary bodies that may have moved in orbits different than the ones we measure today. Immanuel Velikovsky, associate of Albert Einstein, in his research on myth and catastrophe in his book Worlds in Collision, was the first modern writer to discuss the possibility that our corner of the galaxy was not as quiet and predictable as we see today. Ancient witnesses describe the gods warring in the heavens, hurling thunderbolts and sky-spanning discharge displays that reached Earth, causing much destruction. 99.9% of all matter in the universe is in the plasma state. That is, it is electrified and creates magnetic fields that shape the discharges in several distinct patterns. Anthony Peratt, Los Alamos National Laboratory, serving in the Applied Theoretical Physics Division, has experimentally reproduced and named several categories and stages of plasma discharge which show a remarkable similarity to what may have been seen by awe-struck witnesses towering above Earth. Chief among Peratt's plasma configurations is a particular discharge pattern featuring stacked and inverted magnetically determined cup-shaped translucent discharge above and below a magnetic torus or donut shape. This linear discharge column, if viewed perpendicular to its discharge axis, is a perfect fit for the rock art stick figure known as the Squatter Man, which would be an unremarkable human figure were it not for the uniqueness of its upraised arms, a pose seen also in many goddess figurines, but also for the strange, inexplicable circles or dots at either side. The everywhere aspect of this particular glyph pattern, Transcends Time, bears a message for us in the present and for all humanity in the future.